kid has an iPad. So today, I'm gonna collect thousands of blocks and build the world's biggest iPad, which will contain fully functional Minecraft-themed apps, all in Minecraft Hardcore. All right, first off, let's go find a location for this iPad. Maybe somewhere over here? Yeah, this is a pretty good area. Plus, it's right next to our world's biggest iPhone, too. I love technology. So I began building a nice area for us to build upon. Okay, this looks pretty good. Now let's take out some dirt and make a giant iPad outline. And oh my gosh, that thing is massive. It's literally so much bigger than the iPhone. Well, I guess that makes sense. All right, well, I guess we're doing it. Oh, this is gonna be such a big project today. But okay, let's go make ourselves a Minecraft iPad. So if I was gonna pull this off, I had to get my hands on a brand new iPad so I could study it. But unfortunately, those YouTube checks are not hitting like they used to. So instead, we're gonna use this iPad that I literally got when I was 13 years old. It's probably older than most of my viewers, but it'll have to do. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is build the iPad's outer case. And the perfect block for that is a nice off-white color, like this white terracotta. But the question is, do we have any? I mean, we have a little bit, but that's not gonna be enough. So let's fly over here to our mesa biome and go on a big terracotta mining montage. Oh, white terracotta, where are you? I am going to need all of... Excuse me. Please go away. Go, 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 go. Perhaps I should put my armor on. Better safe than sorry. And as I fill my shulker boxes with terracotta, please subscribe and hit the bell. Well, that took a long time, but okay, let's get to building this thing. So let's take out our terracotta, and we're gonna use this to build this thing back a little bit, expand it all across the bottom, and then raise up all the sides. This is taking forever. And I'm still not even halfway done with this thing. Ugh, why did I make it so big? All right, after a few more trips to the terracotta biome and the XP farm for my tools, the giant iPad case is complete. And oh my goodness, this thing is literally unbelievably big. But in the end, this thing is going to be worth it. Also, I should probably disable clouds, shouldn't I? Yeah, much better. But of course, there is more to an iPad than just the case. Every iPad also has this giant white strip that goes around it. And for that, we're gonna use the good old-fashioned nether quartz. It's not the most convenient block to collect, but if we're gonna make this thing big, we might as well go all out, right? Hey, no! Dude, stop. Stupid Hoglid, mind your own business. I guess those are his quartz for his giant iPad. But okay, let's fly back to our iPad and let's start laying down all these quartz. So let's start building this bad boy up and just see how this looks. Yeah, that's probably a good size. Now we just gotta take the rest of these quartz and fill up the sides and the top. So everybody cross your fingers that I got enough quartz. Even though we both know the answer is probably not. And that looks pretty darn good. And the best part is somehow I had enough quartz. Who would have seen the day that Farzy was actually prepared for once? Certainly not I. And once that was done, we also added in some smaller iPad details like the power button, the small little front camera, and the bigger glass camera on the back. And now the iPad's foundation... With the iPad's foundation out of the way, we can now move on to the fun part, which is building the iPad screen. So the first little detail we have to do is I need to fill in all this extra space inside of the white part. Because, like, I made this build 3D, and it's cool, but, like, this all needs to go, which also includes these skeletons. So let's go find a block for that. Okay, what kind of dark blocks do I have in big supply? I'm not gonna lie, I think I had a lot of obsidian. Or, I guess not. Oh, it's down there! Yeah! I don't even know why I still have so much of that, but I knew I did. So, very simply, we're gonna land right here, and we're just gonna fill in all this unneeded space with the obsidian. Looking good, looking good. Not saying every iPad has obsidian inside of it, but it'd be cool if it did. But all right, black lining complete, which now means it's actually time to fill in the screen. Well, judging by the iPad's darker glass color, maybe it makes sense just to use dark glass in Minecraft. Something like this. Oh yeah, that's actually a really good iPad screen block. All right, that settles it. We need to get some black glass. So we are going on a sand mining expedition. So let's plop down here and find a ruined portal. Any treasure for me? It gave me a golden hoe with mending on it. I mean, sure, why not, I guess. All right, back to sand. And run into pillagers, I guess. I'm sorry, I know you guys prefer Kindles or computers or whatever, but I'm building an iPad today. Ooh, a delicious beverage. Oh, that was an ominous potion, wasn't it? I literally thought that was a health potion. Kids, stay in school. But now that we have a good amount of sand, we're now gonna need to get a whole bunch of black dye via the squid population. Oh, I see you guys. Hello. I'm sorry, it's not personal. It's for the iPad. Now we put the sand in the smelter, and then we take our dye, and we make a bunch of black glass. Easy peasy. Why is there a raid happening? Oh, it's the bad omen effect I had. Oh my gosh. Hello? Where are the mobs at? You, come here. Go away. Leave my village alone. Well, at least I have something to do while the glass smelts, I guess. All right. We won. And on that note, our glass should be done. Oh yeah. Let's build ourselves a giant glass screen. And last but not least, I just want to put some blocks behind all the glass so it looks a little bit less transparent, even though that kind of defeats the purpose of glass. And for that, we're going to use a whole bunch of light blue wool. And just like that, the iPad screen is complete. But of course, this is just the canvas for the most important part of the iPad, which is all the working Minecraft apps. So we still have a lot of work to do. What the heck was that? Hey, buddy, where are your llamas and why are you in a cave? Anywho, do you have any scaffolding? Because I need some of that right now. Doesn't look like it. Oh no, he despawned. That was so strange. Carrying on. So, like I said, the first thing I need to do is get a whole bunch of scaffolding. And I'm pretty sure somewhere around here, we have a portal that goes over to a jungle biome. This is not my first rodeo. All right, here we are. And where's the bamboo? There's the bamboo. Let's just fly down here and let's grab a whole bunch of this. And kaboom. How do I make scaffolding? I have bamboo. How do you make scaffolding? Scaffolding. Wait, what? Why is there a piece of string in this recipe? That was not the way it was before. Stupid Minecraft, why do you change things? All right, forget it then. I'm just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. So the first thing we did was build all those icons at the top of the iPad. Like the battery, the time, and the Wi-Fi signal. I don't know why, but for some reason, the battery looks off. Like maybe, do I have too much battery in the battery bar thing? Ow, ow. Like maybe if I did that, it would look better. Oh, wait, actually, I kind of want to make it red. That'd be cool. And now we're at 20%. I don't know why, but I like it better now. But now it is time to make the apps. So we're going to be building 12 unique apps marked by these wool squares. And just like on a real iPad, we are going to have popular games, social media platforms, and so much more. You guys do not want to miss this. So the first app that we're going to be building is the app that you are using right now, which is YouTube. So very simply, we're going to carve out all this glass in the app square, then we're going to make a giant room inside of here and put some YouTube-y things. I just realized I didn't make a room to put in the apps. Please, 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 please. Yes. Let's expand this place. And that is much more spacious. Back to building YouTube. So first off, I want all the walls to actually look like the YouTube app itself. So we're gonna smack down a ton of this red wool, and And then throw in the white play button in the middle. That is perfect. But as you can probably tell, there's still a blank wall here because for the rest of this app, I want to build my YouTube studio. That way, this app is actually realistic. Okay, what can we build here? We have a green screen, of course, my cameras and my desk, and how can I forget my golden YouTube play button? So first, let's build our giant green screen backdrop. Then we're gonna use some blackstone and some deep slate to make my gaming desk. And for the monitors, I have 3 of them, so maybe if I just do these with white glass, is that like a computer screen? I mean, it's not perfect, but it kind of looks like a computer. Now we just need to build my gaming chair using a slab and some trap doors. And last but not least, I want to build some big YouTube-y looking cameras pointed at the green screen. And how does that look? I feel like it's missing a lens on the front. Hold on, BRB. There is one block I can think of that would make an amazing camera lens, and it's not the block you'd expect. If I fly here to my wither skeleton farm, I think a wither skeleton skull would make the perfect lens block. I just gotta get a few more though. Oh. That was easy. All right, sweet. Bada bing and bada boom. Wait, I forgot the gold YouTube plaque. I have the memory of a squirrel. It's uncanny. Guys, I tried my best here, okay? YouTube app complete. Now for our next app, I wanted to build TikTok. So just like our YouTube app, I built the TikTok logos on the sides, followed by some more big cameras and a whole bunch of jukeboxes so people can film themselves dancing to music. I think there's a reason I don't have many friends. But friends aside, the TikTok app is complete. Then we built Venmo, which is basically an app where you can send money to your friends. So my plan for this is just to simply cover this place in emerald blocks, almost like it's a bank. Is that enough emeralds? I mean, who cares? It's Venmo. Oh, wait, I have one more idea. Everybody knows banks also take credit cards, which is exactly why I'm gonna write out my entire credit card number so it's realistic. Parents, if you're watching, it's a joke. Venmo complete. So right now, we have 3 good-looking apps. But now, I want to build a game. And for our game, we're going to make Roblox. And I know some of you guys don't like Roblox, but I've been playing it a little bit on my Roblox channel, and it's kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm sorry, but I have to do it. Okay, so for the Roblox logo, it is just like this blue and white shape. So if I just use blue wool here, we can then use this as the background and use white concrete to make that Roblox logo square shape. Whatever that's supposed to be. Looking good. Now we just gotta figure out what to build inside of Roblox. So I hopped on to my favorite Roblox game, which is called Steal a Brain Rot. And yes, I am a grown man playing this game. All right, my plan is to find 3 of the coolest characters I can find in this game and then build them in my Minecraft app. Oh, a 6-7, sure. Ooh, strawberry elephant, that'll be fun. And Tim Cheese. All right, fine, I'll do it. Back to Minecraft. All right, so for the 6-7, it was like a light blue color, so maybe actually this warped wood will be good. Okay, so let's make a whole bunch of stairs and slabs. And let's see what we can do with this. And how's that? Okay, that's actually pretty solid. I just need to put some arms on this guy and absolutely perfect. Now for the strawberry elephant, I have the perfect block in mind for this guy. Please, 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 please. Yes, I do. Red nether bricks. I thought I was gonna be out of that. I'm so happy I'm not. This is going to be sick. Yeah, that is one good-looking strawberry elephant. And last but not least, it's time to build Tim Cheese. Okay, you know what? I don't know how to build Tim Cheese. I'm just gonna say that's good enough. And by the way, if you guys want to actually see me play Roblox, go subscribe to my Roblox channel. Link in the description. But that being said, Roblox app complete. But now with our first row of apps finished, I wanted to move on to some more practical apps, like FaceTime. Okay, so since the whole premise of FaceTime is like talking at different locations, we're gonna make a giant barrier here in the middle and make 2 separate biomes on each side of the app, which is going to make the app look super realistic. All right, so for the first biome, let's do something simple, just like a forest biome. So let's glide down here and grab some grass. And that's not grass. I need my silk touch shovel. Much better. Then let's grab some tree materials and maybe a ruined nether portal. No, I probably shouldn't do that. But I must open the chest. I have no self-control, and there was no point of any of that. Why am I so dramatic? So let's plop in here and sprinkle around these blocks. It's a little snug in here, but I think that's pretty good. And now for the other side. What other biomes are near me? Perhaps we build a little bit of a fake desert biome or something like that. Hey, what the heck? That might be a sign to go to sleep. All right, I'm going to sleep. Nobody touch me. Oh, okay, I'm poisoned. I guess you can't sleep when you're poisoned. That's cool. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, desert biome. And both biomes are done. But now, the only way to finish off this app is to put a collar on each side of the glass and give them an iPad. And I know the perfect guy. My pet chicken, Broderick. Broderick, my boy, come with me. So you're gonna go right up here. Stay. And for the other side, we're gonna have a stranger chicken that we're gonna spawn using eggs. There's 2 of you. Well, that's unexpected. But you know what? It's fine. FaceTime's meant for more than one person, I think. Your name's gonna be Tom, and your name's gonna be Jerry. No, Tom, come back here. No, Thomas, this is the whole point of the FaceTime app. You're ruining everything. All right, you know what? Broderick, take your iPad. Sorry, Jerry, your friend's gone.
If only he listened to instructions.
FaceTime app complete. But carrying on, the next app I wanted to build was ChatGPT. So as you can expect, I got a bunch of blocks and built the ChatGPT logo, and then put down a bunch of AI technology, aka redstone. Sorry, guy with a job. Looks like AI has taken over. ChatGPT, will AI ever take over YouTubers?
Of course. YouTubers don't offer any real benefit to society, and you're all so easily replaceable.
Ooh, we might be cooked. Putting my job search aside, ChatGPT is complete. Next up on the agenda, I built Snapchat, which contained a bunch of popular emojis, followed up by Instagram. And for that, we just put down a whole bunch of pictures. Although these days, I feel like everyone's posting Instagram clips. Get it? Okay, I'll be quiet. Instagram and Snapchat complete. Which means we are now down to our final 4 apps. Wait, that can't be right. What about the bottom? So after doing some iPad research, I decided to toss in some generic apps at the bottom just to make it look pretty. Now that is much more like it. Not sure what you call this whole bottom bar area, but bottom bar area complete, I think. Now on to the final 4 apps. First off, we collected a ton of different maps from around my world so I could build a maps app, which by the way is actually a very handy thing to have in my world. Look at the chicken jockey. Oh, that's awesome. And after that, I just kept it simple. We built a Notes app, a Spotify app, and just like that, it was time for our final app. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, there were so many apps to choose from, but for the final app, I do have the perfect idea for this. We're just gonna need a couple of particular blocks for this. We're gonna want to get some spruce wood, some more red nether bricks, and most importantly, a whole bunch of colored wool. Now it is time to build Netflix. And as I do this, last video, I told you guys if the video gets 5,000 likes, I would do some crazy hard challenge today. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm super bummed because you guys didn't hit it, but I had the best challenge ever. But at the end of the day, a deal is a deal. But of course, if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will do the hard challenge next episode. Everybody go like the video. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna fill in this entire room with the red and black Netflix logos, which looks something like this. Yeah, okay, I like that. But now this is where the magic happens. What better way to complete our iPad than building the Minecraft movie? Get it? You guys get it? It's like the chicken jockey from the movie. Now that I think about it, that meme might be outdated. Well, too bad. I love it. Netflix complete. Which also means our entire iPad is 100% done. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye.